So today we're here to talk about the DPP and what it's done for file-based workflows. One of the issues that we've had in the past is particularly around production workflows and the lack of kind of knowledge and experience within the industry. So the DPP has kind of helped to promote awareness. Lots of confusion with certainly some of the smaller companies around different codecs, bit rates, formats and things like that. And we felt that as an industry we wanted to work together. There's been quite a lot of work in terms of broadcast workflows, play out, QC, that kind of thing, but actually the production side is where we felt there was a bit of lack of knowledge. So we've been doing kind of forums to promote awareness. We've been doing working with manufacturers to introduce standards. We've come up with a universal file-based delivery standard for broadcasters, which is being taken quite seriously now. We're getting a lot of support from manufacturers and the rest of the industry. The other things that we're doing, we're looking to the future, incorporation of loudness and automated QC, just generally trying to bring the industry together, working together. Nowadays it's all about collaboration, and with the scale of products and the move to IT, it's all about trying to get the best economies of scale, and one of the ways to do that is to try and get as much commonality as possible. So that's really one of the key areas that we're focused on. It's been very good just having that kind of joint working group. We've got, apart from the technical work, there's a lot of sort of work in terms of, we've done things like production budgets which needed updating. We're looking at other things in the future into how we can sort of benefit the industry and work with the production companies a lot more. We're also getting some interest from some of the other countries abroad, which is good in terms of the technical standards, some of Europe and also in the US. And some in the Far East as well. So while we didn't really set out to promote anything outside the UK, it's good that other countries are involved and quite keen to sort of see how we've managed to achieve it within the UK.
I think the interesting thing about the session that the DPP had at today's Workflow Conference was the conversation moved towards the practical implementation of AS11. So it's been a couple of years since we first announced AS11 as the standard that the BBC, ITV and Channel 4 were going to adopt for the delivery of file-based content to us as broadcasters. And now we're in those final stages towards saying, as of a certain date, potentially towards the back end of 2014, we would like only to receive AS11 files for the delivery of content to us as broadcasters. And that puts a whole different look into the way in which we now need to approach the practical implementation of the standard. So, as Kevin referred to in the conference itself, there has been a bit of a chicken and egg scenario whereby the manufacturers have done a fantastic amount of work in enabling the implementation of AS11, but there's been no final driver to get us there. And as we step over that line and say we would like to get there at some point in 2014, then what we're hoping is that that final hurdle will be leapt, and that both manufacturers and production companies will come on board and step towards actually being able to deliver content to us, to our standard, as a matter of course.